Welcome back to part 4 of Whistle While You Work, chapter 7 of a Thora Silentblade tale. What if we filled a cart with some flammable materials? Asked Thora, remembering an old trick they used to use to clear out mine tunnels back home. A portable campfire would help us have something to burn away these webs, clean up the place a little. Nobody seemed to object, so they filled up one of the carts with some coal and wooden planks and whatever else they could find lying around. A bit of flame from the torch was enough to start a roaring fire that they could take with them. They wouldn't want to burn it for long. You didn't want too much smoke in closed underground spaces, but there were enough vent shafts and openings and space that a short fire wouldn't hurt. Going back to the large cave, where they initially found the webbing, the quartet worked to burn away all the existing webbing. The place looked a lot less frightening without giant spider webs clinging to the surfaces. The smoke set off a nest of sturges, but outside of that, they saw no sign of the web spinner that caused this mess. Moving on, Thora and Dwayne got behind the cart to shove it forward along the track, while Zarek scouted ahead. The winding track led away from the cavern, deeper into the tunnel system. They had not been to this part before, and the tunnel felt much more tightly packed compared to the large cavern they had just been in. Smoke obscured Thor's vision as they continued to move the cart along, but Zarek motioned to everyone to stop, just as the tunnel began opening up ahead of them. There, on the tracks ahead, was another set of webbing blocking the way. The dwarf's vision could just barely make out an almost glowing white shape in the darkness, slowly skittering back and forth. It was huge, at least 4 times the size of the soldier, with long legs that looked like something from the night terrors that plagued Thora. "Ready yourselves," whispered the elf, drawing his bow and taking aim. The others around Zarek similarly took out their bows and prepared to let loose. Dwayne, however, had another idea. With a mighty shove, the wizard sent the cart careening forward down the tracks, the flames licking away at the webbing in front of them. Light filled the cavern, brightly illuminating the strange-looking spider creature as they released a volley of arrows at it. Shrieking, the creature charged at them, many eyes reflecting the flames back at them as it closed the distance. Thora braced for the impact, but suddenly, the creature disappeared. Looking all around, the group formed a tight circle, back to back, trying to figure out where the beast had gone. Pulling out the swords again, Thora and the others prepared themselves to pounce. Eyes darting back and forth, they waited, in the dark, for what was coming, anxiety levels rising. A shout from behind Thora alerted them that the creature had reappeared. The soldier spun around to find Dwayne and the spider tangled in each other as the monster took a massive bite out of the turtle with its huge mandibles. This close, Thora could almost see a shimmering translucence on the creature. Quite beautiful, actually, and deadly. Dwayne's shouting stopped, his body suddenly going completely motionless, and then the turtle toppled over to the ground. Was he still alive? Thora wasted no time, pushing forward, driving both blades into the belly of the creature, a strange ichor covering the dwarf as the spider's massive frame collapsed to the ground, still. Allendale rushed to the wizard's side, trying to find out what had happened. Closing his eyes, the dragonborn murmured a short rhythmic phrase, and a glow spread out over Dwayne's body. The wizard's eyes flashed open and looked around, in terror, calming a little as the turtle recognized Allendale's scaled features, followed by anxious movements. The wizard couldn't move. "He's paralyzed, but stable," the bard told the rest of the group, reassuring them. "With any luck, he should be fine within the hour. But it's going to be a long hour for Dwayne." "Let's take him back to the shelter," suggested Zarek. "At least we can get him comfortable while we rest and wait for him to recover."